We're live, pal. Welcome to
Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show.
With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ember Moon Knight, aka Michelle McCool Running, aka Summer Ray Charles,
Mikey Q and King V.
King V, what's going on, homie?
Give your energy and feed that vibe into the world.
Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese.
I mean,
hey Mike.
Go for the kid.
Welcome to Go for the Pin, episode 156 with your boys. First, I am back, and I am that leg slap Professor Pal, Mikey Q, and I am joined first to my right.
King V, aka Selena Kyle O'Reilly, and to my right, what wrong way? To my right.
We're live, pal.
I'm over here. Yeah. It's DJ Knuckles, aka Mr. Thursday Night. BKA cursive writing is my language, aka scripts. That nigga. And we here.
Shout out to Reggie, shout out to Scripts. Okay, we'll
we'll
get there.
It's scripts. I don't know where to get Reggie from. He's like,
He said he is Reggie. He said that. He said, I am Reggie, but
like
I'm
myself, that nigga like myself about that life.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we respect Scripts over here in these parts. All right. I missed a week. Okay, guys, I am back. Thank you all to everyone that reached out. I appreciate you guys. I am feeling much better. So I am here. One episode in 156 episodes. I think that's a pretty good track.
Yeah, Mike has not missed an episode now. If we talked about me, like,
listen, life happens.
What is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like,
life happens, guys. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. So I'm just happy to be back. I'm happy to be back with my brothers. I held it down last week. You know, very enjoyable show. Great discussion. Shout out to everybody that listened, that watched, that supported. We appreciate you guys. This Saturday, 1 p.m. start time. Pawn the cock. Peacock, that is. We have we have Crown Jewel.
Oh God.
From Country Redacted.
I'm so glad I didn't say what I wanted to say.
Yeah, you know that, and John's in the chat here. You know,
right.
When do I'm not reading that. But I'm not reading the name. That's why I said it's John. When do you?
Oh God!
When do you think Roman will lose the title? Great question to start the show. I mean, if you would have asked me a year ago, I would have said WrestleMania that just passed to Cody. Knuckles, I am no selling the name. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It looks like they're gonna bring this thing back and do it again this year, unless they can get Dwayne. But if they do it. But you know what's funny? Dwayne don't give a fuck. On a random SmackDown in Denver for no apparent reason whatsoever.
That's because he too was in Denver.
Yeah, but
and Denver got legal weed. I also would be in Denver.
Good point. I don't know. I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do this whole thing again. With Cody this year. I definitely think, well, next year technically, because it's 2024. So I think they're gonna go with Cody again. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, it kind of gives away my prediction for for Crown Jewel, but yeah, not necessarily, because Roman could get it. He could lose it and get it back. But yeah, it pretty much gave away my my prediction. What do you guys think?
Like I said, I don't see Dwayne coming anytime soon. If they do it, they do it. If they don't, they don't. Honestly, at this point, I truly don't care. I'm kind of tired of Roman having a title and not being there. Like, he wants to be me so bad. You can't be one of the many stars of the show and not show up. Only I can do that. But I have a valid reason. So,
I'm sure Roman
There
does
you
too.
go.
yes, I've lost my mind. Like, it's just like, you can't
Oh,
do that. No,
Wow.
but seriously, I don't, at this point, I don't know who beats Roman.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be, well, spoiler alert, y'all. Don't think it's gonna be LA Knight. It doesn't make sense for it to be The Rock at this point because
at this
why?
point, it doesn't make sense to be The Rock at all.
It's like, why at this point? Let it be a current star. Like, yeah, okay, sure. You know, they're technically a part of the same family. You know, out of a technicality, they're a part of the same family.
They are related.
But it's a cousin twice removed. But that's neither here nor there. We don't need to get technical. But I don't see it at this point. If it would have been last year or this past WrestleMania, yeah, okay, fine. If it was, I'm no selling that. If it was this past WrestleMania, sure. But I think he's on. I can't with you. I think he's on the road to beat Bruno's record at this point.
Yeah.
I pray to God.
I think he's gonna beat Bruno's record and then lose the title.
All right.
No.
Knuckles, yeah.
I mean, I pray to God that he doesn't beat Bruno's record because I'm pretty sure Bruno didn't miss that many days as champion while setting that record.
He was probably wrestling twice.
Yes,
Day.
exactly. So, yeah, I hope he doesn't break it. Some things aren't meant to be broken. Intercontinental record, I get it.
Quite a few things are meant to be broken.
Oh boy. Yeah, I see it happening at Mania, but who I don't know either. I don't know.
Yeah, because for me it's like, okay, if not The Rock, for instance, you know, it's not going to be LA Knight. If not The Rock, then who? Like, are we going to get a cash in?
Why?
Like,
but why The Rock though?
You know, the people like a nostalgia type thing.
Yeah, they were
Question again.
for years though.
I asked the question again.
It's mainly because they're related, and if we're gonna take the whole bloodline aspect of it, you know, nobody likes when the family feuds, right? And
nobody wins when the family feuds.
And who else takes somebody down than your own family? I'm trying to word that correctly, but it is who else? Because it's not gonna be Jimmy. It's not gonna be Jay.
No.
You know, it's not gonna be LA Knight. I would be shocked if they do the whole Damian Priest cashing in. I
not on Roman, but we'll get there.
Probably not on Roman. Not on Roman. But I can't honestly think of anybody. Well, I can think of somebody that can beat Roman, but I don't think we're getting that anytime soon.
John, we were still answering your other question, but great questions. All right, so have you all gone to any Royal Rumble pay-per-views? No, it's bucket list for me. I've been to a WrestleMania.
Also,
I've been to a Mania. I've been to a SummerSlam, and I've been to a Survivor Series. I've been
wait, when is where's the Rumble going to be this year? I mean, next year,
I believe. I believe they're doing Tampa.
Florida.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm three things that they don't like over there, so let me not.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on Tampa. What was that, Knuckles?
Okay. I want to double back. Why, if Rock and Roman actually fought, why couldn't they do it like?
Go ahead.
What?
I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say I love the fact that you're just like, we're not done with this conversation.
Oh yeah, because I wanted to say something, but then y'all went into Tampa, and I was like, wait a minute.
Sorry.
And I wanted to say it before I lost my train of thought because I'm old.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we all-
yeah.
yeah.
So if Rock and Roman did fight, why couldn't they do it like what was it called when him and Jay fought? What was it called?
Tribal something.
Soul food.
Soul food.
Fuck the family.
Tribal combat. I think it was tribal combat or something.
Combat.
I was just gonna say Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat. I'm
Mortal
like,
Why
Kombat is
couldn't
crazy.
they-
am I Katana? Like, did I get a fan with knives at the end? Like,
So why couldn't they do a
Oh,
tribal
what up,
combat
man?
match?
We'll get there. We'll get to your question in a second. But yeah,
Why
go
couldn't
ahead,
they?
Neville.
Why couldn't they do a tribal combat match?
What-
Just to
oh.
see who. Yeah.
maybe because it was already done. I don't think that's a match type. Personally, I can't be wrong.
Well,
Hey.
the Punjabi prison match was done twice.
Oh, I was about to say. Oh,
I was gonna say I don't know where we're going with that, but
Yeah.
the Punjabi
no,
prison shouldn't
no.
have been done twice.
But
It
I'm
shouldn't have
just
been done
saying.
twice. So it's just
they
I
did
don't.
it 3 times, guys.
No, it
I
was
probably
Batista,
blocked that out my
Batista,
head like I did
Randy
most.
Orton.
And Undertaker was in one.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch that.
Undertaker was in one.
I
Yeah,
skipped that.
yeah.
Huh.
But Khali wasn't in all of them. I think Khali was like in.
And the first one,
Yeah.
And
and then there was like,
Jinder
oh, let's
Mahal
do
was
this.
in
Keep
one.
going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No.
But you asked why don't they do tribal combat? I think V was getting there.
Yeah, I don't. I think certain match types, personally, should only be done once and only if it makes sense. I think the Roman J tribal combat made sense. I can't sit here and think of a story that they can build that they could do another tribal combat because I mean, the match was okay, but there was like no elders. Like, where was Rikishi? Like, I think if you were gonna do a tribal combat match of whatever that's supposed to mean to you, make it mix wrestling with traditional Samoan culture. Have the elders there. Have Rikishi and Alpha and Sika. Oh, I'm trying to remember which one is passed away. I think both Alpha and Sika are still. Yes, and The Rock's mom. If you're gonna do something like that,
more shows than Rock has in the past few years, but that's another story.
I mean, because her granddaughter wrestles, but it's just.
But I'm just saying that's the only way it would make sense. Because if they make it a title match, we already know who's gonna win.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know what they can do at this point. I don't want to say they booked themselves into a corner. I don't want to say that. However, come a space, I feel that they dragged this out a little too long. And I'm speaking for myself. King V's views and opinions do not reflect Go for the Pin as an entity. It's just King V, and if you don't like it, suck my dick from the front and the back. Anyway, I just feel I just feel that
I'm nervous.
I can't sit here and say that the bloodline has been so great because it has been a great story, but at this point I'm just like, okay, when will it end? Because it's only but so much Roman cannot be on TV, right? You are a world champion.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as a general sense. I'm saying this as a general sense because yes, Roman does have a medical issue. He does have leukemia. It is in remission. That's I'm not including that into that space. But what I am saying is that usually if you are a world champion and you are not on TV, remember they used to strip you from the title. I think the first time that I've seen it in my lifetime is when Trish was injured.
Yeah.
And she held the title for over a year. And you have awful people like the Fabulous Moolah that has had it for decades. Oh, fuck the Fabulous Moolah. So it's just like, okay, now She's in hell right next to the Ultimate Warrior. Anyway,
Oh,
I just feel that if you're gonna be a world champion, I would like to see you on TV every week. You don't have to wrestle every week. You don't have to wrestle every week, but you should be on television. Y'all know I told y'all before we started recording what kind of show y'all get into that. And like you should be on TV every week. Seth Rollins is.
Yeah.
I mean, Seth Rollins' back is as good as mine, and it means it's awful. So it's like at least he shows up every week.
Oh man.
So I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know what's next with the bloodline. I think it should end personally because I'm personally tired because it's like you have it hostage,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't have any number one contenders. Number one contender matches or non-title matches. Roman just shows up because he wants to, and that's fine because that's part of his character. But to me, and I'm just like I said, I'm speaking for myself. It's getting old.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we got to keep going. But Mitchell Clark says I feel Damian should cash in on Roman, but they not thinking like that. I say that because it could be a complete shocker. It could be, but they're not gonna have Roman
I don't see that.
Damian Priest. But we'll get to Damian Priest later on. We can cover SmackDown, I guess. Just the main parts of SmackDown here.
SmackDown happened.
SmackDown did happen. There is something.
The beginning was amazing. I love the beginning.
Yeah. So we'll actually get to. Wait a minute. Before I forget, because there are some good questions. This could be quick. Do you think Umaga's character was better than Jamal's? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Was the Montreal Screwjob legit or part of the storyline? That is such an interesting question. Most people say legit, and I say most people because there are your conspiracy theorists that believe that Brett was in on it, but I don't think so. I think, and I know Brett has come out and say no, it's not a work. It was completely legit. I don't think they would continue this work over 20 years later. But there are some people that's like, yo, the Montreal Screwjob was the greatest work ever.
Like one of them being the late Scott Hall. I remember in the Dark Side of the Ring, the episode that he did say that it's probably a work. It's probably a work. Then again, at that time, I'm trying to be respectful, but
yeah, right.
He wasn't clean.
Some substances was going on there. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, because they'd be 7, but he wasn't clean at the time, so I can't say. If it is a work, if they have worked us for over 2 decades, then more power to them. But I don't think it's a work. I highly doubt it's a work. That spit, I'm not gonna have you work spit on me. So sorry.
Well, I mean,
because if you spit on me, you gotta
Vince
die.
is that crazy though. So I mean, but I hear you. Okay, can you call TNA wrestlers and AEW wrestlers superstars or does superstar? Yeah, I think WWE.
You can call them whatever you want.
You can call them whatever you want, but I think WWE has branded their wrestlers as superstars because they feel like they're more than just wrestlers, and that's the whole WWE thing. But you can call them whatever you like. What up, Ray? All right, let's get to. We answered Mitchell Clark. Yes, we did answer this. Okay, so. Let's get to SmackDown. Couple of notes. The show started with a contract signing. LA Knight actually interrupted Roman Reigns as he was walking to the ring.
That was great. I will say I did like that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. He interrupted his pyro actually. When he was about to do his pyro, you just LA. Now I was like, oh man, great stuff. Randy spit on Triple H and it was a storyline. That is true, but totally different circumstance. But yes, that is true.
And you're not spitting on me, storyline or not.
And Christian actually spit in Randy Orton's face and cost him the championship back in 2011, I believe, when they was doing that whole one more match thing. And Randy actually lost the championship by disqualification because Christian spit on him and he lost it. So it has happened, but no, I don't think Montreal was a work. I mean, I don't think Montreal.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm an MLW superstar. Are you? Okay. Well, you should probably get me some tickets. MLW is coming back soon, so will I, pal?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, I saw that.
LA Knight sat at the head of the table, okay, which was also funny.
They did.
I like this segment. It ended with the contract being signed by both men. Jimmy tried to attack LA Knight because there was a fight that broke out because of course it's a contract signing, so of course a fight is gonna break out. Jimmy got put through the table. Of course, you know, you have to have somebody get put through the table. And I just thought this was a great opening segment.
Only thing I didn't like was the fact that he tipped over the table only to bring in another table.
I think he broke the first table.
The same. Did he break it?
Yeah, I think like the leg had broke on the first table or something like that.
Yeah,
So
I think it did.
yeah.
Okay.
Great segment. I don't
I wasn't
really
paying
have
that much attention.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else about this segment?
I like it.
No. Yeah, I thought it was good. All right. Santos Escobar and Carlito versus the Street Profits. That happened. Street Profits defeated Carlito and Escobar.
Ended.
Yeah, I thought this was good. I thought this was good stuff and much needed for the Street Profits.
New music too.
New music. How you feel about the music?
I'm gonna miss Bring the Swag, but I think it's gonna be fitting their current character, which is fine. Can we just talk about how Angelo Dawkins has improved so much since then? Yes. And he basically said, "Y'all are not gonna Marty Jannetty me." Just
yeah, go ahead.
But I never thought he was. I personally never thought that he was the Marty Jannetty of the group. I just thought that they were both really good at what they did.
Yeah.
And feelings. But anyway, we're laughing out. But I just think that they're really good. It's urban revenue, as Ray would say. But I enjoy the Street Profits. You know, I like the new direction that they're going into. You know, there's no issue. I think they needed a change. I think the change is good. And them being with Bobbitt Lashley is a good look. I love Cody. Is a good look. You know, I want more from them, truthfully. I also think that a certain title should be split into two because T.I. Red. But we'll see what happens with them moving forward.
Yeah. Knuckles.
Yeah, I agree. The music was a definite plus. Gave them a little bit more of an edge. Like V said, I'm gonna miss the swag song. But it was just a little bit too cheery for the character that they're doing right now. So I think that was a plus. And yes, Angelo Dawkins has really improved by leaps and bounds, and it's very much obvious. To where I'm not gonna. Okay, don't misquote me when I say this, but when they were faces, I did see Angelo Dawkins as the weaker partner. But it does seem like, seeing that they've turned the page on their characters, I think Angelo Dawkins is basically okay. All right. I think Angelo Dawkins is able to. I think Angelo Dawkins is able to play more of a character closer to himself. Angelo Dawkins was edgy to me. It just seemed like he always had like an edgy, like, I'm gonna whoop your ass type side. He really go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, just to your point before I forget it, NV, I'm sorry. I always see, this is the problem I have and a lot of people are saying this. And it's nothing personal, but I just feel like when people say Angelo Dawkins has improved so much, it's like, it's kind of like, for lack of a better term, like a backhanded compliment. I feel like he was always really good.
Mhm.
And I feel like people are just now realizing it. Like, and Knuckles, not singling you out, but you said that you felt like he was the weaker of the two. I think because Tez is so charismatic and has just a, I don't know, more energetic personality than Dawkins does, that more people were drawn to Montez Ford, which is
Yeah.
understandable. Montez
He's
is
like
incredible.
he's incredible. He's like the charisma, and then Angelo handles the business.
Yeah, I think
No pun intended.
Dawkins, right. I think Dawkins has always been really good. Like, and I think that Dawkins is finally, like you said, he's comfortable with himself. He's comfortable in the ring,
Cozy.
and he has improved. I'm not gonna. They both have. I'm not just.
Yeah,
gonna,
they both have.
I feel like when we single out Dawkins, it's just like, oh, he was bad, and now he's gotten good. So I just want to say that I want to give Dawkins his credit. And like Ray said, yeah, no, Angelo Dawkins needed an edge, and he has that now. I agree. I do agree, but I think that Dawkins has always been good in the ring.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for them. I am. And the way they got the win was cool too, because Logan attacked Ray, so that led to, was it Carlito running back there to go help him? Or I think it was Carlito that ran back there to go help him, and then it left Santos by himself.
Yes.
And then Urban Revenue got the win. So I like this, and I think that the Profits are doing really well for themselves. V, I kind of interrupted what you was gonna say, so please continue.
Shit.
You talking about Dawkins? I know it was about Dawkins somewhere.
Yeah. So my whole thing with Angelo Dawkins is that I always thought he was, good in the ring, but because, like you were saying, that Montez had he's literally like the charisma, like he oozes. He oozes charisma, and so does Dawkins, but he oozes charisma in a different way. Right. But you see Montez and like, okay, boom, he has the wrestling ability and he has the personality to be a star, which you're not wrong. But let's not sit here and say that Angelo doesn't. Now, I can definitely understand why people felt the way they felt, because Montez got the wins a lot of time, and he is more of the showman of the duo, which is fine, which is completely fine. But at the same time, Angelo has something. You know who Angelo reminds me of? Elo.
Okay. Yeah, I could see the D-Lo comparison. What up, my guy?
I definitely I feel that Angelo reminds me of D-Lo, and that's a high compliment, because if you know me, you know I love D-Lo. So it's just, Ray, please.
Mama cheese.
But they bring something different to the table. Let's say this, for instance. Okay, boom. The three of us. We all bring something different to the table. Yeah. We all have our own charismatic ways. And when you put us together, you bring this unstoppable trio together. Like I said, we are the De La Soul Wrestling Podcast.
There it is.
So it's just like, people are sleeping on Angelo. And I get it, but he's showing y'all what he's capable of. And to answer your question, John, as far as we know, last time we checked, yes, but you never know.
Yeah, I can't see WWE clearing him, but you never know. You never know.
But here's the thing, V. I'm not saying, when I say Angelo Dawkins was like the weaker link, I'm not saying as far as like his ability to wrestle. I'm saying as like, okay, so when they were faces, you made a good point, because Montez had the charisma. Montez had, he was that high energy guy, and that works for a face tag team. Now that they're heels, it seems like the both of them are more on an even keel.
On the same level.
not so much in a wrestling ability standpoint, but just in the overall package. Like I can't. To me, Angelo Dawkins is not a good face. He's a better heel.
Wow.
And Montez Ford,
Agreed.
kind of
Agreed, Mitchell.
yeah, absolutely, Mitchell, absolutely. Even though his name is not Dolo, but
typo.
but yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It was not based upon. It was not based upon wrestling ability. I was just saying from the character standpoint.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I like Angelo more as a heel because I think he can bring more of himself out.
Yeah. No, we just
I think we're fucking with you, Mitch.
Yeah,
we're fucking with you,
bro.
But you know what?
Dolo.
Now that we're not doing this today. Now that you're explaining it, I see it because certain people are natural baby faces. Can't help that. Some people are natural heels. Some people can do both, meet in the middle, dance all night. Like, for instance, if we were all wrestlers, for instance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, Mike, but you would not be believable as a heel. I think I'm the only one that will be believable as a heel.
That's correct.
I would be the only one that would be believable as a heel because it's one of those things like, I have R and F. So
but you can't really say that because most people there's people that thought that Bayley couldn't be a heel because she was such a beloved babyface when she was down at NXT.
I never thought about that with Bayley. I felt like she can play heel. She would just need a gimmick change. She couldn't be like a hugging heel.
I think anybody, like, honestly, bro, I think anybody, if they're good at what they do, can play both roles. Now, it depends. Sometimes you can be better as one than the other, but I do think that part of the art of wrestling is being able to do whatever the company needs you to do, whatever. So
yeah.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Ray said it right here. It's the ones that don't seem like believable heels that are the best heels. This is true.
There's a point. You have a point.
Sometimes some people are just better as a baby face or better as a heel. It's making me sick using all of these inside terms. But yeah, but yeah, it's true. And then Mitch says, "All right, Charlotte can it work? Wait, Charlotte can work
a heel and face.
Yeah.
So, I think when it comes to Charlotte, like, yeah, she's a cool face, but I prefer her as a heel.
Yeah.
Because when you think about who she is, she's a flair, right?
Yeah.
She's a flair. She's the best. She's a legacy. It's all about me. I'm that girl. And, it's one of those things where Charlotte, to me, and I'm like I said, speak for myself. Charlotte, to me, is a more believable heel.
Yeah.
I can't believe babyface Charlotte.
Okay.
I personally can't believe babyface Charlotte.
You know why I can? Because Ashley, the person, is such a nice person.
Sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. Yeah.
It's crazy because, and again, guys, we're talking about because we've actually met it. You know what I'm saying? We actually seen them in person. We actually met them. Ashley's probably
I was working at a certain store. Her and her father came in, and I won't say which store it was, but yeah.
I ran into her downtown Brooklyn a few times actually, and she's one of the nicest wrestlers I've met in my life. I've met a lot of people. She's really, truly a sweet person. That's why it's like, okay, when she's being a babyface, that is her. But when she's being a heel, that is also her. Like, she has that side
she's
of her.
good. She's good at it.
Yeah, she is. She's a flair, for crying out loud. So,
will Bayley be a babyface anytime soon? I think once her little stable betrays her. You know what?
Little Sable.
Can I be frank? Can I like be real Frankenstein?
Yeah.
I like Bailey as a heel better.
Yeah, I do too, but I'm tired. I'm tired at this point.
I like heel Bailey better. Like if they can do this version of Bailey as a face, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Truthfully, we don't need to go back to Hugger Bailey. I think Hugger Bailey has served her purpose.
Yeah.
You know, you can put her out the pasture. You know, stick a fork in her. She's done.
The hugger persona has been passed down because her number one fan is a professional wrestler now.
Yeah, she is. Her parents suck, but yeah, she is a professional wrestler.
That is a child, and I will be leaving that alone.
Yeah. No, she is a legitimate wrestler now.
No, I know, but she's also a child, so I'll be leaving that alone.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said her parents suck, but we'll leave that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's why I said I was a child, and I'll be leaving that alone.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Huh?
Shit.
No, leave it. Okay, I'm leaving it. All right, let's keep going. I'm leaving it. All right. Shotzi defeated Chelsea Green. Whatever.
Right.
Sure.
John Cena's promo.
And I love Shotzi and Chelsea.
Oh yeah, exactly. But sure, yeah. Cena is questioning himself. He had a promo talking about Solo Sikoa. This was good stuff. Of course, it's John Cena involved. Paul Heyman was involved. John said he has to beat Solo Sikoa. Okay. Because if he doesn't beat Solo Sikoa, what is he doing this for? Pretty much.
I don't know.
He said for the first time in 20 years, I feel like I'm in jeopardy of losing your support. That's what he said to the audience. They really fired him up. The crowd chanted, "You still got it." I mean, John is one of the best ever. I know, and that's not. Isn't she 16? I think she's 17 now, but yeah.
No, I think she's younger than that.
She's
like 15?
No.
15, 16. She's still a baby.
Probably turning 17. Because I don't even think I think she has to be 16 now. Because I don't think they are gonna let her wrestle under 16.
I mean, if your parents exploit you enough. Anyway,
no, even with her parents, I don't think so. But
what is her name?
She was like 16, 17, something
Izzy.
like that.
Her name is Izzy. Yeah. And the only reason why she's a child, so I'll be leaving that alone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's keep going, guys. Let's stop talking about Izzy Mania. All right. Yeah, so John Cena's promo. So
John Cena.
Him out. Huh?
John Cena.
John got laid out with the Samoan Spike. And that was pretty much the segment. John Cena's career is pretty much on the line here. Not really, but that's what he made it seem like.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of this? I thought it was good stuff. It's John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena's good. I mean, as someone that used to hate him back in the day, and Mike can attest to this, someone used to hate John Cena back in the day. I clearly made a 180, not a 360, you guys. A 180, 360. Yeah. You start and end in the same place.
Exactly.
That's correct. 180 is when you start somewhere and you finish somewhere different. Anyway.
Yeah.
I made a complete 180. 180. That makes sense. John Cena's good at what he does. I guess this is supposed to be like a win for John Cena. I just like saying John Cena. I don't know, because I think Knuckles and I had talked about what we see for John Cena next. And I think that's where we should go. But we'll get to our blood money predictions,
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna take this time to bury Amazon Live here on air. Hopefully, I don't run any sponsorships.
Good night, everybody.
I am burying Amazon right now. I am a Prime member. That's fine. You follow me. I am a Prime member, and this Prime member did not get the equipment that he needed. Okay, I am a DJ in my real life. This is not a secret. You guys know this. You can book me, DJ Mikey Q, if you guys are in the tri-state area, or if you want me to fly somewhere, fly me there. But anyway, I was expecting something today, and now it's saying between the 3rd and the 5th. The event is on the 5th.
Oh,
So
wow.
you guys are about to lose your prime member here. Anyway, let's continue.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe. I'm back. It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah, no, I just got the notification just now. So
No, it's just like is it safe?
yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna go to the prime building tomorrow. I'm gonna have some words for them. All right. Anyway, let's
Do
continue.
you need gasoline?
No.
A pair of sneakers?
Whoa there. No.
A mat. I got a torch lighter.
I just want to talk to them. That's all I want to do. I just want to talk to them. All right.
Oh, me too. We're not gonna jump you. Da.
Oh man. Knuckles?
What is happening?
Yeah,
We're
I
live.
was just giving them a sample of what you can do.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. We're live, pal. Sorry, guys. All right, let's continue before we lose too many viewers. All right, so we have Dragon Lee versus Cedric Alexander.
Thank you.
Matt.
Where the fuck did you? Where was he hiding? Where were y'all hiding, Cedric?
When he
I
popped
like
up, I
Cedric,
was just
so I
like,
won't say what I was gonna say. What happened?
Like,
when he popped up, I was like,
They even did a vignette for him.
thank you. I'm like, I would like to continue to see Cedric Alexander on my television. You know?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Shout outs to them for finally putting Cedric on television again. That I'm glad they remember he worked there. All right. Of course, Cedric did the job of Dragon Lee, but it was a great match. Dragon Lee really impressive on the main roster since he's been called up. So good for him. And I think we'll talk about somebody else or a couple other people that
A group of people.
Yeah. We'll get there. Bianca Belair cut a short promo, short, sweet, to the point. It's gonna be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair at Crown Jewel for the women's championship. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I thought Bianca had a really good promo. It was effective. It got the job done.
Yeah, I agree. That's all I got.
sometimes those are the best ones, the effective ones.
Yeah. All right, let's finish up. LA Knight versus Jimmy Uso. Knight defeats Uso. The build, I'm gonna say it right tonight. Momentum going in to Crown Jewel.
There you go.
Because I don't know what that other word was that you said.
Hey, no, you don't do that. All right, don't do that. Your sister's gonna be mad at you. Don't do that.
Momentum.
Don't do that. Yeah, momentum. Yes. Okay, don't do that, V. All right. Y'all gonna have to talk. That's a whole nother story. But anyway,
Look, look.
That's between y'all. That's grown folk business. Anyway, all right.
He said it, not me. She knows my heart.
Yeah, she does.
And she know I'm chaotic.
She also knows that.
Oh, chaotic is crazy.
Chaotic is crazy. Yeah, overall, I mean, I thought SmackDown was decent. I liked the main points of it. You know, the middle kind of filler, but I like the main points of SmackDown. What you guys think?
Go ahead, Knuckles. You go first.
Damn it.
You thought.
Thought I had a friend.
Gotcha.
Anyway, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I literally thought this episode was gonna be like fire from the jump. The way they did the LA Knight Roman Reigns thing, I was like, oh, okay, they didn't put some things together.
And then they had nothing else.
You know, right? I mean, no, I won't say they didn't have anything else.
Not nothing.
The Cedric Alexander match was good. I like the Jimmy Uso LA Knight match.
Yeah.
And that was about it. I really didn't care about Shotzi and Chelsea Green. I
Yeah.
really didn't
Chelsea
care
Green.
about
Chelsea
right.
Green.
Shout out to
Where in
shout out to Alicia.
where in the blue hell is Samantha Irvin?
Carmen Sandiego.
I was gonna say shout out to Alicia. She was doing the ring introductions all week. She did SmackDown and then she did Monday Night Raw and then she did NXT. So she's been working.
Then she did NXT. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess they're.
Am
I
I
don't know what
assuming
Mike
that
Rome is.
Mike,
but
what is his name? Mike Rome?
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what Mike Rome is. I mean,
Are
Samantha
are they
was.
all? Are they already in? Are they already in
Blood
Saudi?
money.
They might be. They might be. Well, we know Mr. McMahon is already over there. He was over there for the fight last week. So
I mean, when is he not over there supporting? Shut up, Vince. Shut
yeah.
up.
All right. So let's keep going. Yeah.
All right.
Over the Pin does not support ethnic cleansing or genocide. Anyway, moving left and right along.
Yeah. SmackDown gets a 2 count for me.
Keep that up there. I agree.
Okay. Knuckles.
Yep. Yeah, it's a 2 count for me.
Yeah, I get you a soundboard too. All right. Yeah. It's
No.
Oh, I'm working on it.
This is
I'm
the last
working on it.
person to do the
Oh, man.
soundboard.
Yeah. Knuckles and a soundboard would be.
I'm working on it.
Oh, my
That's like
goodness.
me with a live mic.
Well,
We
you
don't
have
need
one
it.
every week.
I mean,
You have one
See what comes
right
out my
now.
mouth.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, nothing. All right, let's keep going before this show derails too much. All right. Any collision notes, guys? Any collision notes?
I don't give a fuck about Collision.
Yes. Yes.
You have a collision note?
notes. Only one thing made me happy, and that was MJF and Kenny Omega.
Yes, we have to talk about that real quick.
That was
So
the only thing that made me
MJF
happy. They put on a match of the year candidate right there.
agreed. MJF versus Kenny
Definitely
Omega.
a match of the year candidate.
Main event. So since we're on MJF, and before I forget, MJF obviously retained his world championship. He defended the world title without the actual physical title. I have an issue with that. I feel like he should have stole the championship back from Jay White early in the show, and that's also my issue with Dynamite, where they were literally in a match and MJF still didn't get his world championship back. I just think that's dumb. I mean, it makes MJF look really weak that he can't get his championship back. But
Right.
I know why.
I mean, it is fun one.
Yeah, but spoiler alert, I mean, Jay White is not going to beat MJF for the title, so this is their way of, okay, Jay White's holding the physical championship this whole time, but he's not actually champion. So when MJF actually beats him, all right, Jay White can, whatever, say, well, I was holding a championship, possessions non-temple to whatever Jay White's going to say. But I think that's why they're doing it, because Jay White is not going to beat MJF for the world title. Well, anyway, Kenny Omega, MJF, main event. It was, I don't know if it was match of the year, but it definitely was like maybe TV match of the year. Maybe it definitely is up there with like one of the best TV matches of this year. So shout out to both of them for that. After Code of Honor appeared too, they shook hands. MJF thanked Kenny Omega, so I'm going to throw it out there now, right? AEW announced December 30th, we have a pay-per-view, World's End, and it's coming to you live from the Nassau Coliseum on Long Island, New York. This is AEW's first show at Nassau Coliseum. Okay, they've done UBS, but this is Nassau Coliseum. I think there's a reason behind this.
Okay, so what is the reason? No, I don't. So I'm, if I'm gonna be really like, I'm gonna be fucking real. I mean, if I'm gonna be anything, I'm gonna be
To
fuck.
be real.
AEW. You might be right, Mike.
Yeah.
If I'm not seeing, Willow, Swerve, Kiera, I don't care much about AEW because, we've said this before. This is a Willow Nightingale stand show, right?
Yeah.
If I know that Willow Nightingale is going to be on my television, I'm going to watch strictly for her.
Yeah.
But AEW, I guess we'll since we're on there. I don't know if you're going to talk about Dynamite. I tapped out of Dynamite. I'm not even going to hold you. Like I can't. And you could be right, Mike. It could be not for me. And I'm just like trying to push through it because when I do this show, and two, I love wrestling, and I've said this before. I want AEW to succeed.
Yeah.
But it's like Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Yeah.
And as much as I love chaos as the next person, the lack of structure at AEW is really killing it for me. Now, granted, I feel the same way about WWE sometimes because they be all over the place or they be dragging some shit a little too longer than usual or longer than they should. Yeah. But I love chaos. Okay, one of my favorite comic back characters is Scarlet Witch. I know, but I just, and we also love Sammy Chaos. But I love it. And we love chaos. I love chaos over here, but at the same time, within chaos, I need structure.
Yeah,
and AEW just does not have that, and it for me sometimes it makes it hard for me to enjoy it. Now, I'm not saying what everybody else is saying that is like WCW 2.0. I'm not saying that, but the lack of structure and the lack of cohesiveness, even within the chaos, is not making me enjoy it. And I guess that's the perfectionist in me, like speaking in the back of my head, because I really, as much as I'm like all over the place, as you can see, I do like to have structure somewhere. Yeah. I need to know what's going on and it needs to make sense, but it's literally like a party mix of chips. And all the party mix is like chips that you don't like. Like it's like all the chips that you don't like, and then that pretzel wheel that's delicious. And then
like Chex Mix?
Like Chex Mix, yeah.
It's literally like a trail mix. It's like, okay, who the fuck wants raisins? Ooh, but I want almonds. But why is there like a dried mango in there? I do like dried mango. Okay, I might eat that a little bit, and then you got like dried blueberries, and I'm allergic to that. And I'm just like, it's like, it's not enough structure in AEW for me. I could say a whole bunch of things that I've said previously on the show about a certain owner of AEW. I'm not going to do that this week, but I'm not going to do that this week right now. But it's just like, it's not structured. It's not structured. You can have chaos and negativity however you want. Trust me, I am a Star Wars fan. I'm a Harry Potter fan, and we clearly, and we know how that is. I am a comic book fan. It is a lot of chaos and a lot of negativity. See the most recent X-Men comics. Don't worry, I know when it'll be our head. It's fine.
Yeah,
but I need it to also make sense. Yeah. I want the chaos to make sense. For me in wrestling, if there's chaos, the chaos has to make sense.
Right.
And if it doesn't make sense, I'm not going to be interested. And that's just truly how I feel about AEW. I will stick around for the women because I love Toni Storm. I like Sheeta. I like, like I said, love Willow. Love Willow. Love Willow. Athena with Ring of Honor.
Sorry, Ray. We didn't get the Dynamite yet.
We didn't get the Dynamite. I love Athena. I love Ruby, but it's just that there is no structure within the chaos, and it's losing me because of that.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, and to me, and then when people say, "Oh, it's like WTW," like before they got bought out. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's going there. Like, it's just like it's besides substances. Is Vince Russo booking AEW?
Well, if Vince
Because
Russo was booking AEW, it'd be a lot better. But yeah, that's
would
neither here
it?
nor there.
Would it really?
Yeah.
Yes, it definitely would be. Yes, it
No,
definitely
that
be
means
more
people will
entertaining.
die eventually.
It's not Russo.
Anyway,
All
or
right.
people or
Ray, I
careers,
really need you to sit
careers,
down.
or careers will be shortened. Bro for all.
Oh,
Okay. So if Vince Russo was booking
But
it, it'll be better. Let Mike, you're
TNA's
my best
early
friend.
days.
You're my best friend. You're my brother. I
Yeah.
love you so much.
Love you too,
If
bro.
we're gonna be anything, Mike, let's be fucking for real.
And we are gonna be real. Vince Russo again, and I use this example all the time. If you're gonna criticize him, you got to also give him credit for all of the things that he did well when he was booking.
So the good does not outweigh the bad. I can always give credit where credit is due, but one of my favorite
See,
wrestlers
that's
is
your
one of
personal
my
opinion.
favorite wrestlers is dead. Because of some stupid shit that he booked. A couple of other wrestlers that had potential in the business, their careers got shortened over some ego shit with somebody that should have gotten punched in the face. But that's neither here or there. So sure, we can give Vince Russo his credit, but the bad for King V,
Yeah.
the bad outweighs the good for me. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. The only Vince I acknowledge is the ones that I'm related to and me.
Yeah, I get it. I heard a dirty rumor that Corny was invited.
Jim Cornette will not be going near anybody's AEW.
Yeah, it was in Louisville,
Like-
so that's why. But yeah, go ahead,
I like
Knuckles.
Vince. I like Vince Gill. He's got good music.
All right.
I like Vince Carter. He's a great basketball
Carter,
player.
yeah.
Oh wait, okay. I also like Vince Carter, but I'm not much of a basketball person unless it's like Allen Iverson. So it's like,
All right.
and the Knicks, but the Knicks.
Whoa, hey.
I can say that as a Knicks fan.
Oh, okay, you're a Knicks fan. Okay, Mike, you shut your mouth.
Yeah, I ain't saying a goddamn thing. All right.
okay.
So Mike,
Yeah.
it went like right over my head because I was like my dog was having a fit over here. Why are they having the pay-per-view in December again?
So that's what I was getting to. Okay, so the rumor is right. MJF's last contractual obligation is December 30th for AEW.
Oh,
That
so
his
that's-
contract technically ends July. See, January 1st,
Yeah.
2024. Which means, and this goes to John's comment earlier. I'm glad that he mentioned the Montreal Screwjob. There is talk that Tony Khan might try to Montreal MJF on Long Island. Like, there is a lot of discussion about why we're doing a pay-per-view in New York on Long Island, specifically on MJF's last technical.
Okay, so now I can say what I really want to say.
So that goes both ways. That can go two different ways.
Mhm.
That can go.
I
Are you kind of seeing where I'm going with this? So,
I'm sorry, I had a joke, but
okay. All right.
I'm sure.
So yes, they could go the screw job way in Montreal. They could go that way, but they could also go CM Punk in Chicago at Money in the Bank.
They could. This is true.
So
but
we do
AEW
have
is
to
also
look at
trying to
that two
buff
different
up
ways.
their lineup to 11 to 12 pay-per-views, which I think is dumb, Ray, by the way. I don't
stupid.
very
It's,
stupid.
don't like
Yeah.
that pay-per-view model.
can I do it now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it because how much of that Miley Cyrus,
Oh no. Oh.
of that Taylor Swift, of that Tina Marie,
Matter of fact, I'll just.
of
Hey,
that
wait a
Amy
minute.
Winehouse, of that Janis Joplin, of that Ellen DeGeneres. How much white girl are you sniffing to do all of that?
Goodness gracious.
I said I was gonna try not to do it. I lied. I don't care. I just, if you
I'm not
don't
coming
tell
back
us
till
that
you
you're
try.
gonna try to Montreal Screwjob MJF in Long Island, because that's, I'm gonna be real, that's gonna make you look mad corny, and I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna make you look mad corny. Is because if it's building up to that, if it is, let's just say, let's just put 10 on 20. If it's building up to that, you are gonna look like the corny one.
Yeah.
Because you were trying to recreate shit that's already happened. And for the most part, for those who believe that, of course, that shit was real. So you can't sit here and be like, oh, let's do a Montreal Screwjob type situation with you, MJF, because MJF is probably going to go for it, depending on how he feels. I don't know him personally, and I'd rather not. And I just...
I can agree with that.
And it's just because all them nigga comments in 2014, and you were grown. Anyway, I'll show you later. Anyway,
No, I don't need to see it. I'm good.
It's
Yeah,
just
I'm
for
good.
me. It's like if you're trying to recreate something that's already happened, that's gonna make you look corny, and it's gonna make you look like that little boy. Like I was when I was 8 years, when I was a young hood rat playing with my wrestling action figures. Okay, I remember doing a reverse screw job where Triple H got screwed by China, and it's well deserved if we're gonna be real.
Yeah.
It's like you were literally playing with your toys, and you just have money to keep playing with them. And if you're gonna try to do something unique, do something different. If you're gonna try to do a screw job, tractor beam. If you're gonna try to do a screw job situation, I just like tractor beam.
Oh,
Anyway, if you're gonna try to do something like that, don't make it obvious.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're playing Booker. You look like me in 2002 when I was 10, booking my own wrestling.
Yeah. Ray says, I don't think it's totally stupid, but AEW needs better match concepts and innovation. Yeah, look, they need something that
Structure.
going to structure, but I think they also need. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know at this point. Even if they had better structure, I think
no.
goodwill with the audience that did support them. That it's an uphill battle to try to get them back, and I just don't think there's enough interest in AEW to get them back right now.
And that's the thing. I truly like. I may drag Tony Khan by his white nose hairs. I may do that, but I want AEW to succeed. Like WWE cannot be the only one.
White nose.
It can't be WWE and TNA. Like, competition, great competition doesn't improve quality of the product. Since AEW has come around, turn your lights back on. Since AEW has come around, WWE has stepped it up. Like WWE has stepped it up. They have, and we have seen the improvement on the booking. Even though that dirty horny sex man is no longer in charge, so we've seen the improvement. I know which one, right? Anyway, you know, I want I want AEW to succeed. I truly do. But it's just the fact that the writing isn't good. The wrestling is good. I'm not gonna sit here and say that they don't have
The
talented
wrestling
people.
is
Plus,
good. Yeah.
they don't have talented people plus a few others that's just chilling there. But they have a roster.
Ray
Oh
says,
no, not white with age. No, not white with age.
not those kind of nose hairs.
Not white because of age. But
Allegedly.
Sinuses.
is it alleged?
Allegedly.
You want me to tell you how I know?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
But it's just for the fact that I want AEW to succeed, and I'm being completely I'm shooting here,
Okay.
and when TV shoots, I empty the clip.
Oh.
Message. When I say I want AEW to succeed, I truly want them to succeed. Bring y'all asses back. I want them
I
to
don't want to be
succeed.
an accessory.
It's great to
I
have
want conspiracy charges.
It's competition, and competition does breed a better product. Going back to what I was saying before, WWE has stepped it the fuck up.
Yeah, and their attendance has shown it.
Yeah,
they have no problem selling out their arenas now.
And the issue
AEW's doing 15,000 seaters and getting 3,000 people in there. They need to stop doing that.
The issue with AEW, one, they need to book at a different, they need to book at different places. That's number one. And number two, it's just like you gotta have, and this is why I said this is why I've been saying for the past couple of weeks that they would benefit. As much as people may dislike him, and I'm not a fan of him completely either, but Jim Cornette could help at AEW because he's helped TNA. Because when TNA was going, when there was, the racist red and yellow man, and then there was Eric Bischoff, and then the lady that don't know what the fuck she's doing. And it's
poor Dixie. Let's not do that. Poor Dixie.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. Anyway,
Dixie doesn't deserve the heat she gets, but go ahead.
I'm gonna, she doesn't deserve the heat. I am Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Growlithe, Arcanine, every fire Pokemon. I'm here to bring the heat.
Wow.
Okay, I'm always gonna bring the heat. I don't care. It's just the fact that there's so much potential in AEW. There's so much potential in AEW. And I'm not saying this because there's people there that we know and that we love. Yeah. And we're not saying that because of them. We're saying that because I truly believe in the product. And it's just that if you take the egos and put the egos aside and put certain things down and actually have writers that know wrestling and not just play SmackDown Know Your Role or Shut Your Mouth or SmackDown versus Raw or No Mercy or fucking WrestleMania 2000 or WWF Attitude or WCW Backstage. Dixie Carter is correct. Okay.
She deserve the heat.
And it's like if you build up, if we have certain people stop booking themselves into matches that nobody gives a fuck about, Young Bucks, like if you would stop booking people that nobody cares about, or if you want somebody to care about them, build them up, give them matches. You are showing us that you don't know how to book wrestling. And I'm gonna be real, Tony Khan does not know how to book wrestling. I've been saying that for the past month on this show, maybe even more. But he does not know how to book wrestling. You have Jeff Jarrett, you have JR, you have the tools, you have the people that can book wrestling, that has booked wrestling and has booked wrestling successfully. You have these people in your corner already. You have people that would not go into the business for themselves, right? So we're gonna put the Young Bucks out of this. So you have people that have the ability to book wrestling to do well, and I'm taking Chris Jericho out of this also. You have the ability to book wrestlers, correctly, and you're just not doing it. And I'm always gonna have that smoke for AEW because I want them to succeed. I want to be able to turn on my TV on a Wednesday and enjoy AEW instead of tapping out. Right? I want to enjoy Dynamite. I want to enjoy Collision or a car accident or whatever. I did it for The Rock. I want to enjoy, Ring of Honor. I want to enjoy different kinds of wrestling besides WWE, and because WWE, to be really Frank Ocean, Frank Mitchell, Frank Casella, Frankie Lyman, WWE is not the end all be all. Just like how there's different shows, like different wrestling podcasts, you may not like me. I don't want to say us, but you probably don't like me, and I don't give a fuck. Like I said, eat my ass from the front and the back. They love you. It's just the fact that there's something for everybody, but you should be able to cater to a majority of your audience, and you're only catering to one, and that's the one audience that's like, I don't like WWE. Wah, that's it. Like, you should be able to, I guess, cater to different audiences so that way you can bring yourself more viewers. You can make yourself more mainstream. You don't need to bring in a celebrity every now and again because it's not the Attitude Era.
Right.
That shit's long gone.
Yeah. Okay,
but I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I know you get fired up when you're talking about AEW and how much they need to improve.
Because I want them to win. I want them to win.
I know.
Let's go ahead and call it.
How dare you? Like,
let's go ahead and call it what
guys.
it is.
AEW.
Come on, you guys.
Every time I see AEW, come on, you guys! Oh man!
Let's go ahead and call it what it is.
Catwoman outfit.
I was gonna say Cat DeLuna. Like, what's happening?
Cat DeLuna. No, not her.
Oh yeah.
I do agree with V. They do bring in people from Southwest Left Field and have them in matches with Kenny Omega, Hangman, Jericho, and it's like the majority of people don't care. Yeah, nobody
cares about Hangman and Page. I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm so sorry.
I think what it is, and Hangman's really good, but like you said, people just don't care anymore. I think what it is, like, okay, for example, I don't care about the wrestlers they're bringing in from CMLL and having them go up against like a Kenny Omega. Like, I don't watch CMLL. I don't watch AAA. Like, it's nice every once in a while when it matters, but they'll bring them in
because they deserve exposure also.
It does, but they'll bring them in and I don't care. Like,
because you're not making us care.
And I don't care. I don't care because one, I'm not going to see this person next week. Two, I don't watch AAA or AAA, depending on how you're pronouncing it. And three, I just can't get invested, and that's another thing. Like, and this is the thing is, like, we said it before. Tony Khan will book two wrestlers that are really good and just, all right, go out there and wrestle. Me personally, Mikey Q, I don't care about two guys just going out there and wrestling if there's no story, there's no investment behind it. I don't care about just random dream matches. I don't care. I can go to the independents to watch that.
Like, if I just wanted to, I want to see two people fight, I'll make a phone call and be like, yo, meet me here, one-on-one. Let's go. All right. That's just it. Because at least with that, it will make sense because I want to fight you. But it's like, there's no, like I said, there's no structure. But I want AEW to win. I truly do. And don't take this as me burying AEW. This is constructive criticism with a little bit of tough love. Tough love. Like, it's just that I want them to succeed.
Yeah.
But you're not showing me that you want to succeed.
Yeah.
You're just giving us the same thing every week. But we do need to move left and right along. So go ahead, Mike. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
Collision did end with, and this is why I think that MJF, they're really teasing him leaving, because him shaking Kenny's hand and hugging him and not attacking him after the match and everything like that, and really like being this big baby face, we might be seeing the MJF farewell tour right now. We might be. I don't know. Personally, I think this is all the work, and I think that MJF has signed a new deal, and they're just keeping this under wraps, and they're going to continue to work this up until the pay-per-view. And like Knuckles said, maybe MJF wins, maybe he loses, but either way, I think that MJF takes some time off after World's End, and then if he is still with the company, he'll show up when you least expect it or whatever, and we'll get that story going. Because I don't see any benefit to B's point of them doing the Montreal Screwjob here, because Tony Khan's not going to wrestle. So unless you're building MJF,
and don't nobody want to see that,
right. So unless you're building an MJF versus Tony Khan match, that makes no sense for them to do that type of angle. I see what's more likely is what Knuckles said. Maybe MJF wins and says he's taking the title to WWE. And they do this the right way, unlike WWE back in 2011, because WWE completely ruined it in 2011. They should have had Punk go and wrestle a match for Ring of Honor. They should have had Punk go and wrestle some indie show somewhere with the WWE Championship. They should have done that, but instead they brought Punk back 2 weeks later. Okay, he missed like maybe 1 week of television. Okay?
Now, if they do that, I will sit here and I will give AEW their 10s. I would.
Go ahead, V. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say just let it marinate. Have him show up. Have him show up in Impact. Well, TNA at this point. Have him show up in New Japan.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Have him show up in New Japan. Maybe not WWE. I don't think that they'll do that.
Yeah.
But have him show up in different. Have him show up on the Indies. Have him do that.
Have him show up in
if we're gonna do that, pull it. Like play with it.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Yeah.
If they do that, I will give them their props.
Yeah.
But if they're gonna do this whole, let's revisit something from 1996, where a lot of you probably wasn't even born yet.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Collision was cool. Abaddon wrestled Cheetah also. I knew she.
I love Abaddon.
But Abaddon's cool.
Oh, but Abaddon's pronouns are they.
Oh, they. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Well, just refer to Abaddon as Abaddon. So Abaddon, Abaddon did wrestle Cheetah. Nice match there. Maybe Adam Cole is the double. I've been hearing it's Jack Perry, and I feel like that would be a huge letdown.
Boring.
Huge letdown. That is what I'm hearing.
So sorry. Yuck. Yawn.
Yeah,
boring. Exactly. Sleepy.
Anna J. Cool though. All right, let's move right along.
All right, relax.
What? What?
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
For the panel, for the panel and those that are watching. Am I the only one tired of Sheeta?
I am tired of Sheeta as women's champion. Yes, I 155% agree with you.
Thank you. I just thought it was just me because okay, you gave her the championship because she held it during the pandemic and nobody was there. But now, come on, Tony Storm.
Mm-hmm. But Tony Storm literally has the best character right now.
Yeah,
in the women's division.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And AEW couldn't give a shit about it because and it's crazy because they don't realize they have gold right there with Tony Storm. But
right.
Yes. Like if you've never seen Sunset Boulevard, I'm really aging myself, and I'm also a theater kid. If you've never seen Sunset Boulevard, that's what Tony Storm is giving.
I mean, I studied film in college. I don't know if that counts, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Like it's like she's losing it.
Right Walgreens.
That was funny. Oh man, Will's in the building.
I'm leaving.
Sure, get to that pay-per-view.
Will, what's
I
going
hope
on?
so, Will. I really do. I hope so, Will. Nah, that was hilarious. Man. All right.
I did.
Anyway.
I studied it. We had to make sure there was no improper pictures.
I'm
No.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Pharmacy.
Yeah.
And what year is this, Knuckles?
2009. Yeah.
Okay, I
Give or
was
take a year.
17 at the time. It's fine. All right. 2009. All right.
Give it take a year. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Hiccup.
Wait. That's not her name.
Russian. What? Russian. I rap like Shorty Low. Like
Hiccup Rouge.
the two of them a bubble girl. All right, I'm done. All right,
Hiccup Rashida.
Oh my god. I also think Dustin should manage Tony Storm.
So I'll dig in on that. No. Quickly, no. If we would have gotten old school Dustin Runnels, Rhodes, if we would have gotten old school, like Goldust, but not really Goldust because he doesn't own Goldust as far as I know. I would love that, but now I think Tony Storm has evolved past that, so I don't think it's needed. Now, if there was like a whole thing where Tony Storm wins an award and Dustin is like her award, so like he's all like an Oscar. If he's like that, okay, I see where we're going with that. I don't like
haircut.
All right, I'm finished. Can we please?
Sorry.
We have more shows to talk about. I cannot with y'all tonight in these comments.
Oh my god.
And I won't. I can't and I won't.
Oh my god, bro. Wow.
Yo, there's water in my eye.
Wow.
I can't do it.
Oh my god.
Haircut Rashida.
Let's move on. Collision was a 2 count for me. I enjoyed most of the shows. So this 2 count.
King B did not watch Collision, so you can go ahead and skip me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still on haircut Rashida. I'm sorry.
I was too busy being Uncle V, so I didn't get a chance to see Collision.
Oh man. All right. Well, MJF versus Kenny Omega was really good.
Yes, it was.
All right. Did you rate Collision at all, Knuckles? Did you?
I gave it a standard 2.
There it is. Like
that was the only reason I watched, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Any issues with them giving Kenny versus MJF on television? That's another reason why I feel for free on television. That's another reason why I feel like maybe we are seeing the MJF farewell tour. Because why else would you rush Kenny versus MJF?
It's not like this is the first time this has happened.
Yeah.
What was the match? What was the match in at Grand Slam?
Brian Danielson,
MJF,
Kenny Omega.
Oh, it was Danielson and Omega. Yeah, that's free television.
Yeah,
and
I know.
That's a 5-star match. So
it was.
I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping.
You know my saying is, you know what's my line, V?
Which line?
I was there.
Oh, you were there. I was like, wait, which line? I was like,
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. Oh, yeah, you were there because that was the episode that was called Mike Was There. I'm here.
Was at the first 2 Grand Slams. I couldn't afford it this year. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. And my interest in AEW there to go there, to go and have to drive to the building and park and all that.
Park and park.
And park is real. No, and park, especially you guys know I'm in New York, and park is real. If I can't find parking at the venue or around wherever I'm going, I might not go. It's a good chance you won't see me.
Factual.
It's true. All right. We should probably start predicting Crown Jewel and then.
Yeah, I'll say this: NXT was a near fall, a very, very good show. Halloween Havoc Night 2. Yeah, Night 2. Very good show, beginning to end. Shout outs to everybody. I had fun.
Trick Mello, what's going on there?
We don't know. And
I don't know. That cliffhanger.
NXT played that perfectly.
Shawn Michaels want to be Shonda Rhimes so bad.
Shonda Rhimes is crazy. Shout out to Shonda Rhimes.
You want to be Shonda Rhimes so bad. Like, you thought that he was writing for that particular episode the same night that the Beyonce album dropped. If you were there, I was in college. I was old, a senior in college. That was 10 years ago. We don't talk about that. But Shawn Michaels is doing the damn thing with NXT, and I'm very glad. That's all I got for NXT. Raw, I'm not gonna lie, I tapped out of Raw.
Shonda Rhimes is crazy. I love Shonda.
Shonda Rhimes is wild.
Yeah,
that spelling is crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I love that. I tapped out for V. 2 count for me. Raw, like I said, it hasn't. Raw is just not. I don't know. Like, it's not bad, but it's just.
I only got the Judgment Day, and then everybody else, and then there's Mod. Like, yeah, I know.
Okay. Like I said last week, V, they are doing what they're doing with the Judgment Day that they did not do with the Bloodline. They are giving us Seesaw Judgment Day. Once again, we see dissension. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley again. So now 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, they might be on the same page again. It's an up and down. It's an up and down thing we're getting with the Judgment Day. No complete dominance, but we see dominance with cracks. No pun intended.
I mean, to quote Cora, right, aka Tamala Man. Truth is, I'm tired, and options are few.
All right.
All right. Well, Ray gave Collision a 2 count. He gives Raw a 1 count. Okay, 1 count for Raw. All right.
Raw was not. Sorry,
it wasn't. It wasn't. It's a challenge to get through Raw sometimes. All right. Let's go to our crown.
Blood money.
Sure. Let's go to the pay-per-view that they got.
There's a song for that, but I won't do it.
Let's not.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Let's please not do that. Sure, give me a second. All right. So Crown Jewel, like I mentioned earlier, goes down this Saturday from Riyadh Country Redacted. It starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time, so Western time. Good luck, Ray. It starts at like 10 a.m. So
10 a.m. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
right.
Good luck.
I have a request.
Downs when Raw goes down, they plummet. Yeah, I agree.
I have a request.
You have a request, okay?
Yes, I do. Ray, Will, Mitchell. I don't know if you're still in here or not. But everyone in the chat, if you are participating, please make sure you put your predictions in now, like as the show is going on, because next week I'm going back home on business and I have no time to rewatch anything. So get them right now. If you're watching,
Bonji, that goes for you too.
Please.
If you need to, Knuckles,
Bonji hasn't been seen since the day before forever.
I'll rewatch it and I'll just put down everybody's results if I'm able to, because
I didn't even know that.
Things be thinking.
I didn't know
Britt called it Blood Money and it stuck with V, Ray. Yes,
I think I called it.
If you're going
I don't remember the dentist lady saying anything about Blood Money. I already called it Blood Money because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, we don't support fundings of genocide over here. Free those from ethnic cleansing. Anyway,
yes, in the comments, Will.
Yeah, in the comments, Will. So yeah, let's talk about that Blood Money pay-per-view.
Okay. All right. All right. So, like I was saying, it goes down this Saturday. Yeah, right. Yes, I have the card. I do have the card somewhere here. Okay, I have it. All right. So
You
first,
sure
we
you
have-
got it?
yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. First we have Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough. I didn't even know this was happening.
I didn't either.
The pre-show. Yeah, because there's a P there, so it's the pre-show. So Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough in the pre-show match.
JD McDonough.
I'm going JD McDonough. I mean, wait, no, hold on. Because didn't Sammy just lose on Raw this week? I feel like, I feel like he did, right? Yeah, I'm going Sami Zayn.
I'm also gonna go Sami Zayn because that's one Funko Pop I don't want to collect.
Oh man, I have a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m., so I will be awake for Crown's Full. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next we have for the United States Championship, we have Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. Now keep in mind, SmackDown has not happened as we're recording. Yeah, Sami Zayn. I think it was recorded already though, but I have not seen any spoilers or anything. I'm pretty sure they recorded.
Oh crap! Hell.
What?
What happened?
I sat there and mentioned Mitchell's name and I didn't write him down. I got you, bro. Don't worry about it.
All right, there it is. Mitchell,
go ahead. Proceed.
Everybody got Sammy here except Knuckles, but yeah.
I'm also gonna say Sammy.
I said Sammy.
I thought you said JD McDonough.
Hell no. I said JD McDonut, but I didn't. But that wasn't my prediction.
Oh, all right. I thought you said.
I wish your head ass would try to make me predict some wrong shit.
Watch us all be wrong.
I know,
Yeah, Sammy
right.
lost. Yeah, Sammy lost this past Monday in disqualification. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going here. Oh yeah, Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul. For the United States Championship. I feel they're gonna let Paul win the U.S. Championship. I think you're right, Mitch. I think you're right. I'm going with Logan Paul to win the United States Championship.
I'm gonna disagree here.
Okay.
I think that Ray will retain only because I think the story moving forward, hopefully, if they do it correctly, is Ray versus Santos.
Yeah.
Not you, baby. My dog. His head went. He was like, "Oh, me? No, not you."
Mike, what the hell are you looking at?
Yeah, I didn't know what's happening. All right.
Who's the real Peppy? Not you, baby.
Yeah, I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at the card. So, yeah.
I've got Logan. I don't see.
You got Logan as well.
Yes, and I see Santos costing him. I
don't know about that, but
no accidental cost.
I mean, if they're gonna do like a big turn, they could do it at the Blood Money pay-per-view. I mean, I it's not that I don't. I see it.
I think it's gonna be accidental. Ooh, light bulb. Yeah, light bulb. If Santos Escobar were to leave the group,
there it is.
What better person to replace him than Carlito?
Yeah. Give me Logan on this one.
Ooh, yes. Oh, like Booker would say, oh yeah,
Ray's going Logan as well. Seems like a lot of Logan Paul in there.
What?
The only one. I mean, they're both the same caliber of person.
Really?
Absolutely.
And that caliber is low.
All right.
Mitchell,
so we got everybody.
Is Mitchell going with Logan Paul like for definite, or is this just a feeling?
I got a feeling.
Yeah, we need a definite answer. From Mitchell here. Okay, well, while he's getting that together.
Yeah, I'm thinking Santos is going to cost him like on accident. It's going to be something very unintentional.
Oh, Logan Paul definitely. Wow, confidence. All right.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. I
So,
mean, it could, but I don't know. Huh?
So I was talking about this last week, and I brought it up with Knuckles when you were Gengar, Mike.
You got thrown across the room, right?
Oh man.
I didn't mean to throw my. I didn't mean to throw Gengar. Boo!
You got thrown like jazz or fresh
Yes.
bread.
No, but I was saying this last week that I do think that Rey Mysterio is gonna get Randy Orton a la Evolution, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's because he loses the US title. I think LWO will turn on. I think LWO as a whole will turn on Ray. So that's why I'm saying that's the only reason why.
Leader, Carlito.
Mm-hmm.
I think
So Carlito
Santos.
is your leader?
Well, I still think Santos will be the leader.
Okay.
I still think Santos. Well, you know what? Let me take that back. I can see Carlito being a leader. Only because I could see Ray versus Santos Escobar for the U.S. title. I feel like because remember that should have been the match that we should have gotten.
Right.
And because of injury, we didn't. So I feel like that's going to be the end game. I personally think.
Okay.
I can see that.
All right. All right, let's keep going here. So we have for the women's championship, the women's world championship. It's a fatal 5-way. Rhea Ripley
Right, all them goddamn
defending against Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay.
Magacita.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't have to say it. I think that Rhea is going to retain here. I think that's a no-brainer. I don't think the majority of the bloodline, and that's the same thing. The majority of the Judgment Day are going to lose anything anytime soon. So I think Rhea. I don't think they would have Rhea lose at Blood Money. I don't see. I don't see.
V, there's not one single chance that Rhea loses this title here at pay-per-view. I think it's unanimous. Rhea Ripley retains.
Looking at the comments, it's looking real unanimous over here.
Will, Rhea, Mitchell, Rhea,
Ray, Rhea.
That would be interesting because Rey Mysterio is the LWO connector. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, Rhea retains. Knuckles. I think we all chose Rhea here.
Yeah, I'll be the one to pick Zoe Stark, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I mean, that was a surprise. The dark
you go pick if you want.
Let's be real.
No, not doing it. Yeah.
Maybe not now. I could see Zoe Stark being the champion, but not
future, yeah, definitely.
Brown jewels.
I saw what Ray said. I mean, I saw what Will said, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel like we should put that up there because that seems a little offensive.
I'm sick of y'all.
Yeah. All right.
I don't believe that'll.
Yeah. Let's just keep moving along here. Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest in a singles match. Okay. I think Cody wins this, and I'm gonna leave it there.
Hey, you know what, Mike? I agree.
Okay. Because I think the world knows where I'm going, but like, yeah,
Cody, Mike.
Cody Rhodes wins. Mitchell says Cody wins. LWO Legato World Order when that happened. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
I like that. Good thinking, Will. I like that. I like that a lot.
World Order.
Yeah,
Will King is okay. All
my
right,
guy.
brother.
Because
Right.
I like that because technically one of the people that's on that, in that faction is not Latino.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Coda
one
for
of
the
them
win.
is
Will,
Cody the Critter.
Ray, shut up. Oh my.
I'm knowing. Come on.
That's crazy. Cody beats Damian Priest here for me. So we got Will for Cody. We got Mitchell for Cody.
Cody's facing Damian Priest, Ray.
Yeah. Knuckles. I think V also chose Cody as well.
Yeah, I also chose Codis.
Okay, here's the thing, Mike. I'm sorry, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
We have been predicting and calling this cash in for the last 2 months, and we have had absolutely nothing. And we probably longer than that. And we have had absolutely nothing, not even a sniff. The only sniff we had of him cashing in was that Monday with Drew McIntyre.
Let's say Drew Barrymore.
That ain't it.
No, Drew.
Which Drew Barrymore was more entertaining.
Drew Mac, I'm tired.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, the signs that you've been around me too long.
Oh, man.
Listen, I don't know anymore. Like, I really honestly don't know anymore. Because where there have been scenarios where it's been perfect for him to cash in, there's been
Bingo,
nothing.
Ray.
Okay, I get that, but no, that's not always true. That's not always true.
For the most part, that's WWE's booking typically.
Okay, but there have been people, but Kane won the Money in the Bank the same night and cashed in the same night.
Yeah, those are like rare type occasions, though, bro. Like for the
Liz
most part,
Morgan did it.
All of the women have cashed in like really quickly, though, except Carmella, who held it for a while. But even Carmella was losing before she actually cashed in. Carmella wasn't even like booked strong before she won the women's championship. So if you really look at it, WWE's typical booking is they want to make you earn it, right? So they have you lose a bunch and then finally win because you've earned it, because you proved that, all right, like I can lose a whole bunch and not, complain about it or whatever. So
has he lost a whole bunch? He's a tag team champion.
He is a tag team champion. That is true. Ray,
which is another reason why I don't think he's going to cash in. Are they really going to put the belt on him while he's holding the tag titles?
I forgot
the tag titles. The tag titles aren't being defended at Crown Jewel.
No, they're not. We'll get there. We'll get there at the end. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think Damian loses this. I don't see Cody Rhodes losing here.
I got Cody, but I'm disheveled right now.
Disheveled.
I too am disheveled.
I need a drink.
Me 3.
Me 4. No, I'm thinking
emotional consideration paid for by the following.
I didn't have it. All right. Well, since you mentioned that,
you guys will never in a million years believe who I just ran into by happenstance on the street. I am here with DJ. One more time, DJ Knuckles from the
Go for the Pin podcast.
Go for the Pin podcast. That's right. Incredible podcast. Predictions, reviews, indie shows, mainstream shows. Take a listen. I wanted to introduce myself to you. My name is Ricky Harway. I'm a talent agent, life coach, motivational speaker. And if your podcast needs a little bit of promotion, if you want to bump those views up a little bit, if you know what I mean, I am the man to make that happen. I'll get you hundreds of thousands of streams, plays, subscribers, anything you need. What do you think, DJ Sonic?
I'm digging it the most. Talent agent, life coach, motivational speaker. I'm digging it the most, but really, I really don't think we need the help. Respectfully.
Okay. Well, tell the camera. Don't do it the hard for the camera. Don't do it the hard way. Do it the hard way for the camera.
Call him a boy.
Another happy client, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
I just realized you guys DJ Sonic. I'm sorry.
Listen,
that
I'd
was
have
kinda
popped him in it. I'd have chopped him in his throat if I'd have heard that.
Oh god!
I would listen. I would have Samoan.
I just
spiked him
realized
through
you
that
said
gate.
DJ Sonic.
DJ Sonic.
Ooh.
Listen,
All right.
listen, the saltiness I had when I watched that back and actually caught it.
Shout out to Ricky Hardway.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to laugh
Ray
that
says,
hard.
yeah, but Damian Priest. Oh my God, I can't even speak right now. Yeah, but Damian Priest is gonna lose against the person who's trying to. Come on, you guys!
Come on, you guys!
Against the guy who's trying to finish
the story, baby.
I don't know. I'm sticking with Cody. All right, let's keep going here.
Please. Oh god. What is happening?
DJ,
he could have said Eggman. Like,
oh my god,
he really could. Okay, y'all are delving too much into this DJ Sonic thing. I really need y'all to calm down. I really need y'all to
because
relax.
it's funny to me.
I really need y'all to relax.
I too find that funny. All right. So
Will King,
like, did you collect all the 7 Chaos Emeralds? No. Yes, maybe.
I'm giving Will a pass because we don't see him on the show a lot, but don't make it a habit. We're all right out here.
So with
Priest losing against Cody, people assume he's going to be the champion to drop it to Codith.
I didn't even think about that. Honestly,
you know what? I didn't think about that either.
Wait, what?
So Cody basically beats Priest after Priest wins the championship, but I didn't even think about that. I don't think that's where they're going, but I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's possible. It's possible. Cody's my pick though. Okay. All right. So I guess we got everybody's picks. Let's keep going here. 1 a.m. Eastern time here, guys. All right. All right. We have Io Sky defending her WWE Women's Championship against Bianca Belair.
Hi. Yes, I am. So I'm gonna say Io retains. I can't see them giving it to Bianca again, or if we can get like a DQ type situation. Will we see Jade Cargill not like debuting? Let me rephrase that. Will we see Jade Cargill in the audience? I don't know. Remember, we also have a returning, allegedly,
yeah,
Kairi Sane.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of things we can go into with this, but I truly think that Io is gonna retain.
Okay. Well, Mitchell got Io. I'm going with Io as well. Unfortunately, Io retains, says Ray.
Now, Ray, hold on. I like Io's reign.
That's why. That's all it is.
I mean, I too like Bianca Belair. That show they have, I'll be watching. If they release other things, I'll be watching. But I don't worry about that.
All right.
I don't see. I think this is the season of Bianca not being in the title picture. I think Bianca has the ability to still be a star without a title. So she's just one of those women.
Yeah.
That can just go hard without a title. So, yeah.
I like Io, but I prefer Bianca to be champion. I understand.
That's fair.
I understand.
I agree. But I think we're keeping it on Io, and we should keep it on Io, to be quite honest.
I agree. Knuckles.
I like Io by disqualification.
I don't want a disqualification. I want to
me neither.
Io beats Bianca Belair.
Here's the thing. There's a story here. Bianca has laid out a long, drawn out journey of what she wants to do. and after being out for 2 months, it's a very abbreviated version of Cody Rhodes. So I see it as Bianca wants to get the championship back, and she says she's going to beat every member of Damage Control. If she loses the title on the first time clean,
yeah,
there's really no point of the story.
Okay.
And honestly, I'm surprised they gave her the title shot first before going after Bayley. If it was me, I'd give her Bayley first, then give her Io.
Well, I think we also have to take into consideration that Dakota is injured. So, she can we can't get all of Damage Control in, I guess in succession. I think the story, personally, or the end game is Bayley Io. I think that's going to be the end game, Bayley Io. I see Damage Control eventually, not now, but eventually, dissolving. Hopefully by the time that it does dissolve, Dakota is healthy and able to wrestle, because I would not mind seeing the triple threat between the three of them.
Yeah.
Personally, with Dakota winning, because I love Dakota Kai, but plus it'll be a surprise. But I think the story right now at this moment, it just based off what I'm seeing, because with Bayley speaking for Io, I think the end game is Bayley Io. I think that's where we're going. I think that's where we're going. And I think that we should go there. Unless we have all three by the time for WrestleMania. A triple between all three members of Damage Control. With Dakota.
You mentioned Bayley speaking for Io. I still like the Asuka match setup where Bayley was outside with Io and Asuka had said something in Japanese and Bayley said,
and you want to match with Io, who speaks fluent Japanese.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Japanese.
He said she wants a match with you. You're on, and Io's just like, he didn't say that.
That's not what she said. That's not what she said. We understand each other.
Yeah,
that's not what she said.
That was funny. Agreed.
Absolutely.
Black-salutely. All right.
Always dead on black.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. Wait, Knuckles, you predicted Io, right?
I did by disqualification.
Okay, make it sure. Okay.
I mean, either way, it's still Io winning.
Yeah,
yes.
Io retains either way, right? So, all right.
Yes.
Okay, John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. This one is tough. I mean, John pretty much guaranteed to win, but I don't know. I think John losing adds more to the story.
Yeah.
However,
and it doesn't hurt him because he's John Cena.
It doesn't, but he said publicly on television he hasn't won a match on television, a singles match,
over 2,000 days.
Yeah, since 2018. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's 5
crazy.
years.
Yeah.
But for 3 of those years, he was gone.
Yeah. This one is tough, guys. I really don't know.
I'm really trying to think,
because you don't want Solo to lose any momentum.
No.
Really?
This could be one of the matches that could end in DQ. This could end in DQ for me personally, only because when I say DQ, I mean John Cena winning by DQ.
Yeah.
So my pick is John Cena.
You're thinking Jimmy's gonna mess something up.
I feel like there's gonna be some interference from Jimith, and Jimith is crazy. I feel like I don't think you don't want Solo to lose on a pay-per-view level, right? Because he is the muscle of the bloodline.
Yeah.
And at the same time, John Cena's John Cena. He could lose and be fine.
Not when you talk about you haven't won a match since 2018.
I know, which is where I was going to next. It's just like, okay, if John Cena does win, okay, he can win by DQ, and then the story can continue because he can be like, okay, yeah, I won this match, but that's not enough. I need to beat you 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So
I'm going with John as well.
I'm gonna go with John. To be specific, DQ, but I do see John Cena winning by DQ here.
Okay. I'll take Cena. I just don't think they give Solo that high of a nod yet. Austin Theory beat John Cena at WrestleMania. So if Theory can beat John Cena, then Solo definitely can beat John Cena. But
exactly.
But I like Solo Sikoa.
Huh? What happened, V?
But I like Solo Sikoa.
I do too.
Yeah.
John Cena is my pick because why would they bring up the fact that John hasn't won in 5 years if he wasn't going to win? Yeah, they are trying to make John look like the underdog in this. I agree. Good points from everyone here.
Oh boy, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Knuckles.
I'm really trying. Okay, so I'm trying to predict the future because
you can gaze into
SmackDown because SmackDown hasn't happened yet.
Right.
No, it hasn't.
We've all been a victim of this as far as the most latest pay-per-view with Carlito.
Totally screwed us.
Yeah. So Solo got the upper hand here this past week.
Yeah.
Pretty sure if they're doing 50-50 booking, they're going to let John get the upper hand tomorrow or tonight as we record.
If he's even there. He might not be on the go home show. If they recorded 2 SmackDowns in one night, they might not have John on this one. Who knows? I don't know. I did not see the spoilers or anything like that, so I don't know. But normally when they do Crown Jewel, they'll tape SmackDown the week before because most of them are leaving right after Raw. So they're not even, there is no SmackDown at night isn't live.
Right.
So I don't know.
My subconscious is playing with me again. I kind of want to go with Solo. Because Solo has not been as dominant as he's been. He just lost to LA Knight 2 weeks ago.
True. This is true. Yeah.
He didn't have a match last week. He just had the promo, which kind of made him look strong, but it's coming off of a loss. I don't, man.
I know.
You know what? I'm gonna book the system because this card is looking like everybody's guessing the same thing. I'm gonna go with Solo.
I like it. All right, Knuckles got Solo. I like it. All right.
Oh, what did Mitchell? Oh, Mitchell hadn't even. Is Mitchell even in the?
Let me. I'm gonna check. If Mitchell.
He hasn't said anything
since EO, so we'll see. Mitchell, if you're still there, we need your pick. For John Cena versus Solo Sikoa. All right.
Bob Lou Bob, but get your ass in the chat.
Good, ain't that?
It ain't that. Get out of here.
All right, guys. Looks like last 2 matches here. So we have Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'll go first because I've already pretty much said how I felt about this. I think Seth Rollins, and I said this already, I think Seth Rollins beats Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre beats up Seth Rollins. I think Damian Priest cashes in. So, but my official pick is Seth Rollins. That's my official pick. Seth Rollins beats Drew McIntyre. Additionally, that's what I feel like is going to happen after. But my official pick for this match is Seth Rollins.
Yeah, keep that there. I'm gonna agree.
Okay. So V for Seth Rollins. We got Will for Seth Rollins. Waiting on Ray, waiting on Mitchell. Waiting on Knuckles.
I got Seth. I got Seth. I'm just weary about the cashing.
Well, good thing we don't have to predict that part. But because that's not an official, match on the card there. So we don't have to predict it.
This is reminding me of last year when we were like, this is gonna be the end of the bloodline. This is where the Usos are gonna turn. This is when Roman loses the title, and it never happened.
Ray seems to agree with me. Seth wins, but get cash. I can't talk, but gets cashed in on. So Ray for Seth, Will for Seth, V for Seth, Mike for Seth, Knuckles for Seth. And whenever Mitchell sees this, I guess he can give his prediction as well. I think there's going to be a cash in. We'll see. I think we'll know more if Damian Priest doesn't lose to Cody. I think we'll know whether we're getting a cash in or not. If he does lose, I think
but they could swerve us and have him beat Cody and still cash in.
It's true. They could.
I just don't think this cash in is going to happen just yet. I want to say this cash in is going to happen on Raw. That's what I think, because we haven't had a cash in on Raw in years. Years.
Yeah, it's true.
I think the last cash in on a network television, as far as men was concerned, was was it Big E? Yeah, he cashed in on.
Yeah,
he cashed in on Bobby Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
That was the last one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, to be a booker. That's a writer of wrestling, not Booker T.
Tell me you didn't just say that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We have the main event.
I like it.
Roman Reigns defends the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Also, I think we'll know also, depending on where like these matches are placed, if Roman is going on like before the main event and like they lead the main event for Rollins and like McIntyre, I think that's a clear indication that we're getting a cash in.
No way in hell Roman and LA Knight are not going last.
Okay.
There's not a chance in hell.
All right. You're probably right. I'm just saying, if they don't, then we know where they're going.
Roman retains. Like,
Roman retains. I could see
the Knight is not winning anytime soon.
I could see the cash in simply because they need a big title change on Blood Dollar 25. It's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I think they want. You guys got to remember, this is like a second WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got to have something major happen on these shows, because I think that I think most people, when they first started doing these Saudi Arabia shows, I actually just finally said the name on the show here. When they started doing shows, when they started doing those shows, nothing was happening. Everybody was saying, "Oh, it's a glorified house show." Well, now it's not. Things actually happen on the show now. Like, there's title changes on these shows now, so things actually do happen on these shows. How However, I'm sticking with what I said. I'm sticking with all of the answers I said, including Roman Reigns retaining here. Will says Roman, Ray says Roman, V says Roman, I said Roman, and now Knuckles says LA
Roman.
Knight. Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. And that is Blood Money, guys.
Yeah.
We got through it. It comes to you live this Saturday. Yeah. If anybody wants to get in on these predictions, Mitchell, please, if you see this replay, if anybody can reach out to Mitchell to get his last few picks, we need those picks.
Yeah, he's missing 3 picks.
Yeah, so I have Mitchell on my page, so I'll reach out to Mitchell. That's it. That's all. Did we miss anything? I don't think so. If we did, it's fine. We didn't really cover Dynamite, but it's fine. V tapped out of it anyway.
Yeah, I did.
Stop booking 15,000 seat arenas for 3,000 people.
Okay, so with that being,
With that being said,
that being said, thank you guys so much for listening and/or watching. Go for the Pin. You could follow the show at Go for the Pin _show on Twitter. Oh no, excuse me, on Instagram, or Go for the Pin show on Instagram. No, I fucked that up. Let's try it again.
Yeah, we're not live.
Thank you for watching and/or listening to Go for the Pin. You can follow the show at Go for the Pin Show on Twitter and Go for the Pin _show on Instagram. You can follow DJ Mikey Q at Mike _EQ on Instagram and DJ Mikey Q on Twitter, because that's what I'm calling it. You can follow DJ Knuckles at JPS Music 15 on Twitter and DJ _Knuckles on Instagram. You can follow yours truly when I'm still on hiatus at King V _Derulo on Instagram and _Watch My Throne message on Twitter. Yeah, like us, rate us 5 stars, share us with your wrestling fan friends, baby fathers, baby mothers, if you still talk to them, uncles, cousins, maybe not your grandparents. They shouldn't be listening to me being vulgar.
True.
Happy Jiho to all of the alum of North Carolina A&T State University, my alma mater. The greatest homecoming on earth. That's why it's called Jiho. Greatest homecoming on earth. That's why it's called Jiho.
I heard Howard had a problem with that.
Child, nobody give a good goddamn.
Somebody told me that. Yeah.
Nobody. I've been to Howard homecoming. No homecoming is over North Carolina A&T's. Anyway, with that being said and understood.
There's this guy named Veer that you could probably talk to about that, right?
All right, I want to go after a pin. How can I do that? With consent. But,
with consent is crazy.
With consent. With that being said, thank you guys. We're finished. It's over. It's done. Wrap. Thank you for listening. Thank us for speaking. We're finished.
Support Will. Support John. Support most than anybody. Bon G. Support Mitchell and everything that he does. Support Sway.
Yeah.
John.
Everybody. Support Trees, in both senses of that.
State, the best homecoming.
Yes, we love trees over here. Photosynthesizing.
Shout out Savannah State homecoming. We out here.
That's cute for y'all. Thank you to Sativa.
All right, guys.
And Indica.
Good night. Oh my God. We're done. Good night, everybody. We'll see y'all next week on Go for the Pin. Peace out.
Oh man.